Hey guys, and here he is, all the pieces to the Red Onslaught figure line. Let's just jump into it and let's put this guy together. I'll start talking a little bit about the things that I like and the things that I don't like about this throughout the review, so it's not just a boring hold up a figure at the end and talk about it. So let's just start with the legs. There's a couple of things about these pieces that I really do enjoy. The legs looking like they've already been blackwash, which is really cool. It really helps a lot of the texture details stand out, and because of that, I'm a fan of them. Now, I'm not really familiar with Red Onslaught to begin with, so when I knew this line was coming out, it wasn't a must-have Build-A-Figure that I was looking for, but he did look like a monster, and as you guys can see, he obviously already is. Alright, so here we go. There are things about his hands, his arms that I do not like either. Mostly that the fingers aren't articulated. When you have a figure that's this big, I feel like it's wasted that you're not articulating any of the appendages as far as fingers. I remember back in the good old days when everybody, I mean even smaller like Spider-Man figures have articulated fingers now. So it's kind of strange, but this is all blackwash too. So the detail really does stand out on these. The mold's alright. There's a lot of movement, not so much in the wrist, but definitely twists, and I think this is a single joint right here, but his legs, his knees do have a double joint, which is good. So let's put these guys on, and we will move on to whatever these are called. Pretty easy clicking these guys in. I had some issues with Build-A-Figures in the past. This doesn't seem to be that big of an issue, but I have a feeling that these pieces right here, whatever we're going to call these, they look kind of like they might fall off. And I don't even know what's left and what's right, so that's definitely an issue. Not that are they pretty much the same? These are the same as far as direction. Oh no, not direction. Let's go like this. I think we're going to find out if I'm wrong very, very quickly. It does look like if those are on, it's going to stop movement. You know what we should do? Is we should look at a picture of Red Onslaught. I do think I'm doing it right. That is going to be perfect. I'll give you guys an example of how big he is once this gets all put together. That's actually not that bad as far as movement. I thought it was going to be covering his face more than it does in the picture, but this isn't that bad. So these just kind of click into these little holes that are on his back, and that's it. And then lastly, we have this awesome molded head, which should just click right on. I'm having a really hard time with this. We probably should have popped that on first. Oh god. Oh god. Pieces are gonna be flying. What the fuck? This is where I'm gonna cut the video and you guys are just gonna see it on him in about a second. Okay guys, and here he is, Red Onslaught, all put together. That was absolutely terrible. What a pain in the ass it was to get his head on. But here he is in all of his glory. Let me give you guys a little bit of a scale. Now that's the entire box. Obviously, Taskmaster is out of it, but he is a giant, giant figure. Let's put him next to a couple other Build-A-Figures. Here's him next to Mojo. You can see he's actually still taller than Mojo, which is really cool. But this little bit of hand articulation right here, he probably could have used it, would have been cool, but nope. He's just got these open, callous-looking, grippy hands that are super weird. Let's put him next to another Build-A-Figure. You guys can get size. Okay, so this is a common Build-A-Figure. You guys might have Absorbing Man, and he's significantly bigger than Absorbing Man, but also really cool. He's a good figure, and he's really kind of heavy. He does have his peg holes, which are good. I don't know if you're going to need them for a massive figure like this. I feel like Build-A-Figures don't usually have a lot of trouble standing up. But if you guys want, we can go over his articulation points. So like I said, there's little movement now that we have these guys on his shoulders. His head moves pretty much left and right, a little bit of up and down, not as much as they make it out to be with that pivot head. That's why it has so much problems on there, is that ball joint on the top. What a pain in the ass to get on. But yeah, you have movement here. You also have a wrist. I believe it's no, it's just a twist and everything else. No fingers, but we do have a little bit of a chest click. Doesn't really look like a lot of movement there. Legs go pretty far apart. We can get some high kicks, which is kind of cool, and then double knees, which seem like overkill actually for this figure. There's not a lot you can. What are you gonna do? Make him? No! I don't know, screaming up into the heavens kind of pose. But he is really cool. This is all soft plastic right here. I do have a bit of an issue with all the pitting that's all over these parts. There's marbling all over his shoes, all over his hands. These pieces of plastic, not so much. But the shoes, yes. His hands, yes. Then there's, let me see if I can find them. There's insanely ugly points all over the place. So this one right here really bothers me. It looks like the corner of a seam or something. Really, really unattractive on this figure. The chest is really good, all one piece of plastic. His arms have some seam pittage right here. But all in all, not a bad figure. So I'm kind of happy I finally got around to building this guy, and hopefully you guys liked it too. If this is stuff you like to see, please make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments what you think of this line and what you think of this Build-A-Figure. So with that being said, thanks again for watching the Geek Culture Podcast YouTube channel review of Red Onslaught. We will see you guys in the next review. Peace.